Okay, real mom talk. How many of you look like this on a daily basis? I mean, I don't get a chance to do my hair, hardly get a chance to do my makeup, my clothes are falling off. And then we've got things like this who decide to start teething, start rolling. She fell off the doctor's office table this morning and got 3 shots. This mama tried to do a workout today and it just didn't happen. Well, I got half of it done, so it counts, right? And then my house is still not how I wanted to. My sweet husband took the day yesterday and got my bathrooms cleaned. And I'm standing here talking to you because she will not let me put her down. Because if I do, she screams because her head hurts. My son is a mess. He's sleeping. He's not really a mess because he's sleeping. But he's been all fussy and whiny and he's needed attention today. This mama would love to have a glass of wine, but I can't. This is my Monday. And she likes to talk to herself. So I know there's a lot of mamas out there who have days like this, who have days where their kids get hurt, and that scares the living crap out of you, and you feel like you're falling apart because you feel like you're a terrible mom. I had this happen to me this morning. My son was at the doctor's office with us and running around being crazy, and so I tried to correct his behavior by putting him in the chair to have him sit down, and as soon as I turned, this one rolled off the table. And so it scared the absolute crap out of me. I felt like such a mom failure. Like I felt like I just let my daughter fall on the floor. And my heart stopped. My stomach felt like it was up inside my mouth. And I think I might have pooped my pants a little bit. Not really, but that's how I felt. And all day long I've been in this funk because I felt like I could have prevented that. I could have done something quicker. I could have picked her up and held her and then addressed James, but then I was afraid James was gonna get hurt, and so I think at one way or the other somebody was gonna fall and somebody was gonna get hurt, and it just happened to be her. And I thank God that it was at the doctor's office so that they could assess her and evaluate her, because it was a pretty decent fall. And I'm also thankful that she fell backwards, not on her face, because she probably would have broken her nose. And so, with that said, I've been in a funk all day. I haven't wanted to really do much of anything, or talk to friends, or do just anything really, just because I just felt blue and I felt horrible. I've been eating okay and drinking okay, but not as much or as well as I should be, because I've been so focused on her. And as a mom, that happens sometimes. Sometimes things happen out of our control. Sometimes things happen literally within out of our reach, and there's just nothing that we can do about it. And because those things happen, we let them control how the rest of our day goes, how the rest of our mindset is for the day. And sometimes that can actually cause us to have issues all week long, because if you start the day or start the week off in a negative mindset and in a depressed mood and just upset because things just go the wrong way, it will continue if you don't take the time to fix it. And with watching her all day, monitoring her, she's starting to come back to her normal self. She's still a little sleepy because of the medicine, but she's yelling, she's playing, she's okay. And I have to keep telling myself that God is going to protect my kids. He's going to prevent them from getting seriously hurt. He's going to find ways. I swear it was like she landed on a pillow, because she's got the smallest bump. And she probably fell about a good 3 feet. About 3 feet, which is a big drop for a little baby. And she just had a little bitty bump. I'm sure her head is probably throbbing, but she's okay. And that's the biggest thing as a mom. You live to watch over your kids. You live to make sure that they are okay. Your heart stops when they get hurt. And then it pounds all day long. But the bottom line is you can only do the best that you can do. Things are going to slip through the cracks. Some days you might forget to give them a cup of water until later on that night. Some days you might forget to give them a snack, or sometimes you don't realize they have pooped until about a half an hour after they've pooped. I wouldn't say a couple hours because you'll notice when they poop. Just might take a little bit longer, and then they start getting fussy, and then you feel like, I should have known that. You feel like if I was paying attention, I would have seen that. I would have picked it up a lot quicker. But life happens, especially if you have more than one kid. And it's not that you don't love your child. It's not that you are not in tune with them. Because if you weren't, you wouldn't have picked it up at all. You wouldn't even notice that they had pooped or that they were fussy. But because they are a part of you, you realize these things. And so when they hurt, you hurt. But we also have to realize when they're happy, we need to be happy too. Yes, she fell. Yes, she got hurt. And yes, she's fussy. But she's also teething. She's 6 months old and she's a baby. These are normal behaviors for her. And so I have to push myself out of those moments and push myself to teach myself, to tell myself that it's okay, that she's okay, that mistakes are made, accidents happen, and next time I will duct tape her to my shirt before I go to the doctor's office. That way, if she falls, I'll feel it. But the bottom line is, you've always got to give yourself grace. You've always got to take care of your family, but you've also got to take care of yourself. And whether it be mentally or physically, and sometimes physically you don't get to do it as often as you may like, but when you are able to, take that time and enjoy it. And do what you can to make yourself feel better. I always felt growing up as a young adult that adults should have the time to clean. Adults should have the time to do their hair, their nails, and their makeup, and everything else. And they should have me time. I still believe that. It's just not in the same context that I did before. As parents, we get those opportunities, but they don't happen every day. We get those opportunities, they don't happen every morning when we want them to happen. And as a parent, I've noticed that you can't make a schedule. You can't plan for something to happen at this time or that time and expect it to all work out. They don't have schedules. You can try, but they just don't. It's not a matter of she eats at 11, 1, whatever. She eats every 3 hours when she's hungry. And sometimes it's not even every 3 hours. It's just when she wants food, she gets to eat. It's the same thing with my son. He eats when he's hungry. And don't you as an adult? I mean, these schedules, goodness. These schedules are great and they're really nice to abide by, but sometimes they just don't happen. As long as they're fed, changed, healthy, and happy, that's all that matters. So if you're one that's stressing over schedules, just drop the schedules. Pay attention to your child and what they need, and you'll feel a lot better. So these are my Monday shares. This is what happened to me today, and this is how I look today. I had every intention of getting up at 5 o'clock this morning to get a 45-minute workout in, and I woke up, and if you're a guy that's watching this, I'm sorry. But this is a mom's blog, so just deal with it. I'm getting ready to start my cycle again after having my child, and breastfeeding is all done, and this is gonna be the first one after a year and a half. So yeah, my body is changing. I'm in a funk. I'm uncomfortable. I have cramps. I feel gross. I don't want to function properly. This is how Monday is going for me. So if you guys are in the same boat as me, I feel you. So when your husbands get home, give them a hug, a kiss, and a beer, and say, I need 20 minutes. Or in my case, maybe 45, because I like my showers, and I take my time in my showers. And it's my getaway, so to speak. So if you're a mom and you do that, I totally understand. And someday I need to do something with this, because this is not me. I don't like living in workout clothes and messy hair, but it happens. I don't really like bags under my eyes and no makeup and sweaty and gross, but I'm a mom, it happens. And when I say I'm a mom, it happens. Sometimes with those schedules, like I said before, they don't happen, so you can't schedule a shower at 1 o'clock in the afternoon and expect her to be happy and not want to eat. You can't say, okay, no. You're not supposed to eat till 3 o'clock. I need a shower. You're gonna have to wait. It doesn't work that way. You see opportunities, you jump in, and you go for it. I have to go wake up my son here in a few minutes, and maybe I'll get a shower in then. But this is my Monday. This is how today is going. I hope you all have an amazing day, and I'm gonna do whatever I can to turn this day around. Take some Myrtol, have another bottle or two of water. Can't have carbs because I'm still in a, what am I doing, Maddie? A test group for a new program. So I have to follow the meal plan as best as possible, though I did have some snacks this week and that wasn't on there. But life happens. Sometimes you just gotta let yourself have those things, and I don't regret anything except for maybe the little glass of wine I had last night. But anyways, so that's how I feel today. I'm gonna let you go because she's starting to hurt and get fussy. So, bye now.